Transform your life instantly with these 9 Buddhist teachings. In a fast-paced, often overwhelming world, the quest for a more balanced, peaceful life can feel elusive. However, timeless Buddhist teachings offer profound yet practical principles that can be applied to our daily lives. Even small adjustments, guided by these teachings, can lead to transformative changes. Here are 3 foundational Buddhist concepts that can help reshape your perspective and bring a sense of fulfillment, ease, and joy. 1. Mindfulness, sati. Being fully present. Mindfulness, or sati, is central to Buddhist teachings and is often considered the first step toward awakening. Mindfulness involves being fully aware of the present moment without judgment, which allows you to observe your thoughts, emotions, and reactions without being overwhelmed by them. The power of presence. When practicing mindfulness, you bring your awareness to whatever you are doing at any moment, whether it's eating, walking, or even breathing. By focusing fully on the present, you reduce anxiety and stress, which often arise from regretting the past or fearing the future. The practice. Start with a simple meditation, focused on your breath. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take deep breaths. Each time your mind wanders, gently bring your focus back to your breath. This practice, even if done for just a few minutes each day, strengthens your ability to focus and remain centered. Transformational impact. Through consistent mindfulness, you learn to respond to situations rather than react impulsively. This shift in perspective allows for calmness in decision-making and improves emotional resilience. Over time, this practice can lead to a more harmonious approach to life, enhancing relationships and reducing stress. 2. Compassion, karuna, connecting with others through kindness. Compassion, known as karuna, is about cultivating a kind and understanding attitude toward others. It's the practice of seeing ourselves in others and recognizing the shared experience of suffering. Compassion is not only directed toward others. Self-compassion is equally vital and is often the first step toward healing. The value of empathy. When you approach life with compassion, you move beyond judgment and begin to understand the challenges others face. This fosters patience and tolerance, allowing you to respond with empathy rather than anger or irritation. Compassion also strengthens your emotional health, making you less likely to be negatively impacted by everyday stresses. The practice. Begin by showing kindness to yourself. Acknowledge your own struggles and talk to yourself as you would to a friend. Next, extend that compassion outward. When you encounter someone who frustrates or upsets you, remind yourself that they too are dealing with their own struggles. Practicing loving-kindness meditation, or metta, can also enhance compassion. Visualize someone you love, wish them well, and then gradually extend that wish to acquaintances, strangers, and even people you find difficult. Transformational impact. A compassionate mindset softens your approach to others, paving the way for deeper connections. This shift not only enriches personal relationships, but also encourages a sense of unity, allowing you to feel more connected to the world around you. 3. Non-attachment, upadana, letting go of the unnecessary. In Buddhist teachings, non-attachment, or upadana, refers to releasing our strong grip on desires, objects, and outcomes. This concept doesn't imply a life devoid of enjoyment, but rather encourages freedom from the attachments that lead to suffering. The root of suffering. Much of our unhappiness stems from our attachment to things we cannot control. We often cling to material possessions, ideas, relationships, or specific outcomes, When those attachments are threatened or lost, we suffer. Non-attachment teaches us to appreciate these things without depending on them for our happiness. The practice. Begin by evaluating areas where you feel excessively attached. Perhaps it's to success, relationships, or even specific beliefs. Try to observe these attachments without judgment and ask yourself if they are enhancing or limiting your well-being. Practicing gratitude can also help shift focus from what you want to what you have. When you're grateful, you feel fulfilled, which naturally reduces the need for attachment. Transformational impact. Non-attachment enables you to flow with life's changes rather than resisting them. By embracing impermanence, you develop resilience, making you less likely to experience intense emotional pain when things don't go as planned. As a result, non-attachment can bring freedom, peace, and a greater sense of contentment. Integrating Buddhist teachings into everyday life. Applying these three teachings, mindfulness, compassion, and non-attachment, might seem challenging at first, but even small steps can create profound change. Here's how you can incorporate them seamlessly. Start your day mindfully. Begin with a few moments of meditation or mindful breathing. This simple act sets a tone of calmness and presence for the day ahead. Practice compassionate communication. In conversations, make an effort to listen attentively, respond with empathy, and avoid judgment. Practicing compassion in daily interactions will gradually become second nature. Release one attachment at a time. Choose a single attachment to work on each month. It could be something as simple as letting go of the need for a perfectly clean home or the urge to have things your way all the time. The transformative power of Buddhism. The beauty of these teachings lies in their accessibility and applicability to anyone, regardless of religious beliefs. Mindfulness, compassion, and non-attachment encourage a journey inward, helping you understand yourself better, find peace, and cultivate resilience. By embracing these principles, you're not only enhancing your own life, but also contributing to a more compassionate and harmonious world. Buddhist philosophy does not promise instant change, but it provides powerful tools for a more peaceful life. By practicing mindfulness, compassion, and non-attachment, you can begin to break free from cycles of suffering, allowing you to experience life with clarity, kindness, and inner freedom. Continuing from mindfulness, compassion, and non-attachment, Buddhist philosophy offers additional principles that deepen our understanding of life's fleeting nature and emphasize focused effort, patience, and gratitude. These next three teachings provide a holistic view, encouraging a balanced and conscious way of living. 1. Impermanence, anicca, embracing change. Impermanence, or anicca, is a foundational Buddhist teaching that emphasizes the constant change and transient nature of all things. Understanding impermanence helps us approach life with acceptance and flexibility, which leads to greater resilience and a reduction in unnecessary suffering. The reality of change. Life is filled with cycles: birth, growth, decay, and death. Nothing remains the same indefinitely. When we accept this, we're better equipped to handle losses, changes in relationships, aging, and other natural transitions. By embracing change, we learn to let go of rigid expectations and instead flow with life's rhythms. The practice. Reflect on moments of change in your life, both large and small. Consider how these shifts, such as moving to a new city, ending a relationship, or experiencing personal growth, have shaped who you are. Practice gratitude for each phase, acknowledging it as a stepping stone in your journey. Mindful meditation on impermanence can also be helpful. Simply observe your thoughts and emotions as they come and go, reminding yourself that each is fleeting. Transformational impact. Embracing impermanence can alleviate the fear of change. It encourages living in the present moment, allowing you to appreciate what you have now rather than clinging to the past or fearing the future. This acceptance of change fosters mental and emotional resilience, making it easier to adapt and grow from life's challenges. 2. Right effort, sama vayama, balancing determination with peace. Right effort, or sama vayama, is a principle from the Noble Eightfold Path in Buddhism. It teaches that our actions should be guided by balanced effort, dedicated yet without attachment to the outcome. This encourages a sustainable approach to our goals and helps us maintain motivation without burnout. The power of balanced determination. Many people associate effort with pushing themselves to their limits. However, right effort suggests a mindful approach, one where you apply effort without straining yourself. This means avoiding both laziness and overexertion, finding a middle ground where you can work steadily and with purpose. The practice. Begin by identifying areas in life where your effort might be unbalanced. Are you overly focused on career success at the expense of your health or relationships? Are you procrastinating on tasks due to a fear of failure? Setting realistic goals and breaking them into smaller steps can be effective. Regularly assess your motivations, ensuring they align with a sense of purpose rather than fear, insecurity, or comparison with others. Transformational impact. Practicing right effort leads to a more fulfilling, sustainable approach to life. It helps you avoid burnout and reduces feelings of guilt or inadequacy. By focusing on the process rather than obsessing over results, you cultivate patience, resilience, and inner peace, which enriches your personal and professional life. 3. Contentment, santosha, finding joy in simplicity. Contentment, known as santosha in Buddhist and yogic traditions, is the practice of finding happiness and satisfaction with what you have, rather than constantly seeking more. This doesn't imply complacency. Instead, it's about cultivating a sense of gratitude for the present, appreciating life's simple pleasures, and recognizing when enough is truly enough. The joy of simplicity. Many people believe that happiness comes from accumulating more money, more success, or more possessions. However, the pursuit of more often leads to endless striving without fulfillment. Contentment invites us to stop, breathe, and acknowledge the abundance we already have, nurturing a mindset that values quality over quantity. The practice. Start a daily gratitude journal where you write down a few things you're grateful for each day. These can be simple joys like a warm meal, a good conversation, or a moment of peace. Reflect on how these small blessings contribute to your well-being. Another approach is mindful spending. Before making a purchase, ask yourself if it will genuinely enhance your life or if it's simply filling an emotional void. Transformational impact. Practicing contentment brings a deep sense of peace and fulfillment. It reduces the need for external validation and helps shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. Over time, this mindset diminishes the hold of materialism and enhances inner joy, fostering a sustainable sense of happiness. Bringing these Buddhist teachings into your daily life. Incorporating impermanence, right effort, and contentment into your life takes patience and persistence. These teachings guide you toward a more balanced, peaceful existence, helping you appreciate the journey without getting lost in the pursuit of perfection or material gains. Daily reflection. on impermanence. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on the changes, big or small, that occurred. Embrace them as a reminder that every day is an opportunity for growth and transformation. Balanced goal setting. When setting goals, practice right effort by choosing objectives that challenge but do not overwhelm you. Check in with yourself regularly to ensure you're moving at a sustainable pace and adjust as needed. Celebrate small moments of contentment. Look for joy in daily routines, whether it's a warm cup of tea, a quiet moment of reflection, or a laugh with a friend. Allow yourself to savor these experiences fully. The enduring wisdom of Buddhism. Buddhist teachings like impermanence, right effort, and contentment reveal that true peace and happiness come from within, not from chasing external validation or accumulating wealth. These teachings encourage a mindful, balanced approach that aligns with our natural rhythms and values. Each of these principles, when practiced regularly, builds resilience, compassion, and inner strength. By accepting impermanence, balancing effort, and finding contentment, you can cultivate a life that feels both meaningful and fulfilling. With this holistic approach, you're empowered to face life's ups and downs with a steady heart, turning each moment into an opportunity for growth and joy. Rounding out our exploration of Buddhist wisdom, 3 additional teachings, interconnectedness, equanimity, and self-compassion, reinforce the profound connection between inner peace and our relationships with others. By understanding these principles, we can cultivate a more harmonious, fulfilling life rooted in empathy, balance, and kindness. 1. Interconnectedness, pratyasamutpada. Embracing the web of life. In Buddhism, pratyasamutpada, or dependent origination, illustrates the interconnected nature of all things. This teaching suggests that everything arises in relation to something else, meaning nothing exists in isolation. Recognizing interconnectedness allows us to see that our actions, words, and even thoughts affect not only ourselves, but also the world around us. The nature of interdependence. Life's interconnectedness reveals that we are all part of a larger web of existence, influencing and being influenced by everything around us. This concept fosters a sense of unity, encouraging us to act with mindfulness and consideration. Recognizing that our actions impact others can lead to more ethical choices and inspire compassion. The practice. Reflect on how your daily actions impact others, from the food you consume to the products you buy. Consider the interconnected nature of everything that sustains you, such as the work of farmers, artisans, and countless others. Practicing gratitude for these connections deepens your sense of unity with the world and encourages more thoughtful decisions. Transformational impact. Embracing interconnectedness can transform feelings of isolation into a sense of belonging and purpose. It encourages us to act responsibly, knowing that our actions contribute to a collective experience. This understanding strengthens bonds with others and promotes a compassionate, sustainable approach to life. 2. Equanimity, upekkha. Cultivating inner balance. Equanimity, or upekkha, is the quality of maintaining calmness and impartiality, regardless of external circumstances. Equanimity doesn't mean indifference. Rather, it's a deep-rooted peace that allows us to respond with clarity rather than being overwhelmed by emotions or situations. This sense of balance is essential for enduring life's highs and lows with grace. The power of inner stability. Practicing equanimity allows us to remain grounded when faced with challenges or changes. By not being overly attached to outcomes or swayed by transient emotions, we can make decisions more clearly and reduce the stress that often accompanies intense reactions. The practice. Start by observing your responses to different situations, especially when emotions arise. When you feel anger, excitement, or sadness, try to pause and take a few breaths before responding. This practice of mindfulness in moments of emotional intensity helps build resilience and can gradually develop a more balanced perspective. Transformational impact. Equanimity brings a sense of peace that's unaffected by life's fluctuations. This stability allows you to face challenges with greater resilience and wisdom, improving your relationships and overall mental health. Over time, equanimity can help you appreciate life's journey without being consumed by the desire for control or certainty. 3. Self-compassion. Metta. Extending kindness. Inward. While compassion for others is often emphasized, self-compassion, or metta, is equally vital in Buddhism. Self-compassion encourages treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a close friend. Rather than judging yourself harshly, self-compassion invites you to approach mistakes, struggles, and insecurities with gentleness. The importance of inner kindness. Many people struggle with self-criticism, which can be damaging to mental health and self-esteem. Self-compassion fosters a supportive inner dialogue, allowing us to learn and grow from experiences rather than feeling defeated by them. The practice. When you face a challenge or make a mistake, speak to yourself kindly and acknowledge your feelings without judgment. One helpful method is to place a hand over your heart and repeat phrases like, "May I be kind to myself," or "I am doing the best I can." Practicing self-compassion meditation is also beneficial. Focus on sending warmth and love to yourself, visualizing it as a radiant light within. Transformational impact. Self-compassion nurtures resilience, making it easier to recover from setbacks. By learning to accept and forgive yourself, you can develop a strong foundation of self-worth, which enhances your relationships, reduces stress, and cultivates a more joyful outlook on life. Integrating the final teachings into daily life. Incorporating interconnectedness, equanimity, and self-compassion into your life can deepen your understanding of both yourself and others. These teachings encourage kindness, patience, and a balanced outlook, fostering greater inner peace and meaningful connections. Recognize and appreciate connections. Daily. When eating a meal, consider the many hands and processes that contributed to it. Reflect on how every aspect of your day is made possible by others, cultivating gratitude and a sense of unity. Practice equanimity in small moments. During a busy day, practice taking a few deep breaths when you feel overwhelmed or frustrated. This pause allows you to regain your balance and approach situations with a calm mind. Treat yourself as you would a friend. When self-criticism arises, ask yourself what you would say to a friend in the same situation. Use those same words to guide yourself towards self-compassion. The holistic wisdom of Buddhism. By applying the teachings of interconnectedness, equanimity, and self-compassion, you can achieve a more harmonious life that balances personal well-being with empathy for others. These principles encourage you to live with awareness, resilience, and kindness, creating a more fulfilling existence that aligns with your values and aspirations. Buddhism provides a path of continuous growth, and each of these teachings, when integrated into daily life, serves as a building block for inner peace. Through the practice of interconnectedness, we cultivate gratitude and responsibility. Through equanimity, we nurture a balanced, stable mind. Through self-compassion, we learn to accept ourselves, imperfections, and all, as we journey toward a more peaceful, joyful life.